I'd like you to close your eyes and imagine yourself soaking in a lovely warm bath full of bubbles. Feel the warmth of the water caressing your body, easing away any tensions, relaxing you, soothing you gently all over. You begin to feel heavy and comfortable, enjoying the luxury of having absolutely nothing to do but relax and let go. Feel the warmth and heaviness spreading up over your body, starting with your toes and your feet, and gradually working its way up into your legs. Feel warmth flowing into your tummy as your abdomen rises and falls, and your breathing is calm and regular as you relax your chest. And your shoulders feel loose and limp and so relaxed. And let the arms relax as the warmth and comfort flow down from your shoulders. And let go now. Let go and just enjoy this wonderful feeling. Your neck and throat relax, as do all those little facial muscles, and the eyes become heavy, almost closed, but not quite. Because from hooded lids, I want you to notice a bubble in your bath, just one particular bubble that reflects beautiful colors from the glint of sunlight that streams in through a nearby window. The bubble contains all the colors of the rainbow, so much deeper in hue, so clear and pristine. The wonderful mauves change into a beautiful sapphire blue, and in an instant to a brilliant shade of red, and then yellow and gold and emerald green. And you relax further. And as you keep your mind focused on this ever-changing array of colors, I want you to imagine your bubble expanding, growing bigger and even more delicate than before. And as you do, notice how the heaviness has gone, and you can imagine yourself leaving your body through the crown of your head, floating up and over the bath, and see how your bubble has grown. You are weightless now, just pure energy. And I wonder, how would you like to enter the bubble? Feel yourself floating down and toward the bubble head first. And as your head reaches the bubble turns inside out, engulfing your body until you're surrounded by the gossamer-like film of radiant colors, floating back up and out of the room and into the clear blue sky, lifting effortlessly, not doing or thinking or feeling, just being present in the moment. And the higher you go, the more deeply and comfortably relaxed you become. So relaxed now. You feel completely safe and protected within your bubble. And it's a wonderful feeling to be so relaxed, and it's quite perfect to be here right now. I'm going to be quiet for a few minutes now to allow you to absorb the peace and beauty of this feeling of heightened awareness. And when you next hear my voice, it will seem to you as though it's coming from outside your bubble, and your unconscious mind will be open and receptive to everything that is said to you while you're here. You're now feeling comfortable and relaxed, and your mind is open and receptive to the suggestions you're about to hear. You may have heard of the gate control theory. I'm going to explain a little about how this works and then we're going to use an approach based on that theory. It is believed that when your body is out of sorts and before information is transmitted to the brain, pain messengers encounter what we call nerve gates. These gates control whether the signals are allowed to pass through. And when someone with chronic long-term pain feels depressed, their relay station gates open wider than usual, allowing more pain messages through. When this happens, the signals are passed along more readily and pain is experienced more intensely. The gates open or close depending on the distribution of activity in the ascending and descending nerve fibers. The brain can respond to this pain by releasing chemicals called endorphins, which reduce or inhibit pain sensations, and the gate may be influenced by both the peripheral response to a painful stimulus and higher brain activity such as cognition and emotion. As we've seen, the degree of physical pain experience depends on your mental state, and as we know, the mind is all-powerful, so when our mental and emotional state is sound, the body responds by making us feel good. Hypnosis holds the key to accessing our subconscious mind and can therefore help you feel good and release your body's pain-relieving endorphins. During this hypnotic session, I'm going to be asking you to use your imagination to visualize or sense certain things. I realize that not everyone is able to fully visualize, so if you cannot see images clearly in your mind, don't worry. Simply think about or remember the sort of images I'm describing to you, or sense them in your energy field. Any way you do this is okay. It's all right. So go deeper into yourself as you continue to relax. And with your eyes closed now, relaxed fully, I wonder if you've ever seen a signal station at the side of a railway track. In case you're not familiar with them, a signal station is a shelter or small building constructed specifically to house the control equipment and technology used to safely route and coordinate trains. From the signal station, the operator can safely observe and efficiently control nearby trains, and of course, send out the necessary signals to train drivers in order to keep the vehicle and its passengers safe. In hypnosis, I want you to create one of these stations and visualize yourself as the controller. You might sense some steps leading up into the building, and as you ascend, you notice you have a wonderful view of not only the track, but the breathtaking countryside around. Your signal station is furnished with state-of-the-art equipment, and the surrounding is luxurious and comfortable. It's just the perfect temperature for you to feel ever more relaxed and ever more present. Your job as the controller is to ensure that the trains are on the right tracks so they operate smoothly and efficiently. You also help traffic to flow, and there may be times when the train needs to be redirected onto a different track. I'm going to be quiet for a few moments as you create this scene in your mind. That's good. Now you're seated in the control area, and in front of you is a large screen that gives a magnificent view of the train lines for miles and miles around. On the control panel, there are dials and switches, and all sorts of controls, and each one is neatly labeled. Your job is to check that the trains are running smoothly and that they're all on time. If there's anything you're unsure of, you'll see a manual with precise instructions telling you how to proceed. However, this panel and all the controls represent your brain and your body and how it functions, so you really don't need any instructions because your unconscious mind instinctively knows what to do. You also have a magnifying button on the panel so that you can zoom in to any area of the body if you need to take a closer look, or zoom out if you want an overall glimpse of how things are. At the side of the panel is a grid with an array of tools that can be applied to any area that requires it. For instance, if any of your joints are stiff, you may need to lubricate them. If so, there's an oil can icon on the grid, which can be selected and applied to the necessary joint. Your brain and spinal cord, from your central nervous system and the nerves running through your body, make up the peripheral nervous system. Your spinal cord is a long bundle of nerve tissues that extend from the lower part of your brain and down through the spine, with nerves branching out across the entire body. Each part of you is interconnected with a network of nerve fibers and messenger cells that run back and forth relaying vital information. The main area of your control panel represents your brain and the glands that are responsible for releasing the natural chemicals required in order to make you feel healthy and well. Some of the dials or switches on the panel may have the wrong setting, in which case you can experiment with adjusting them to see which are the optimum settings for you. Here in hypnosis, you have all the time you need in order to do whatever needs to be done. You can also alter your perception of time by slowing down the clock or making the time go faster. Anything is possible here because you are in control. So take a look now at the areas of your body that need attention. Zoom in and notice the alerts your body is giving you. And then zoom out and find the relevant tool, adjusting the settings to help. When you've applied these changes, step back and test your body to determine the efficacy of the changes you've made. At this moment, you're experimenting to find out what works and what doesn't. And it could be that you may need to return to your control room a few times to ensure that your results are consistent. It's okay. You have all the time in the world to do whatever needs to be done, and you can return to your control room whenever you wish, simply by relaxing as you did today and taking yourself into hypnosis. You can also set up your own chat messenger system on the control panel so that you can communicate directly with your unconscious mind. Maybe you want to ask for clarification or verification that whatever method you're using is working for you. If so, simply open up a chat window on the computerized side of the control panel and type in your question. When you've asked your question, be patient and wait a short while. You might find the answer appears on your screen, or it could be relayed to you through a feeling, a thought, or even a symbol. Use whatever method works for you. You can only be right here. You can only be right in this session. There is no wrong here. I'm going to be quiet again for a few moments, and in the silence, I want you to do whatever you need to do. Adjust the dials, turn the switches, release the endorphins, clean up the rusty areas, and make the necessary repairs. Do this now, and I will return in a moment or two. Your unconscious mind is so powerful that it can make these changes in mere seconds, but I'm going to give a little more time, just to be sure. That's good. You've done really well today. You have the tools to control any discomfort, and you can apply any changes you feel are working for you. You can also set up your own list of affirmations to help you when you're not in a hypnotic state. Choose from the following, whichever are appropriate for you. I am calm and comfortable, and I'm in control. My body moves easily and gracefully and feels wonderful. Relaxation washes over me. I can do whatever I need to do in order to feel better. That's good. Now create your own affirmations as I'm quiet again for a few moments more. You've learned so much today about how to take control and be responsible for how your body feels, and you now have tools that you can use in order to feel good again. I want you to continue your good work, and in your own special time, perhaps you'll return in your sleep or count yourself into hypnosis whenever you have a few spare moments. And you will find the more you use these techniques, the more powerful they will become, and the more powerful they are, the longer they last. You develop a healthy respect for pain and discomfort, and you instinctively know when it's telling you that something needs to be done. It's there to alert you, to signal you, not to punish you. And in a few moments, I'm going to count the numbers from 1 to 5. And at the count of 5, you will be wide awake, fully alert, and refreshed and ready to allow these suggestions to work for you. 1, 2, 3. You are slowly coming back. 4. Your eyelids are beginning to flutter. And 5. Your eyes are opening and you're wide awake. Your mind and body are returning to normal conscious awareness. Mahalo for your time and attention today. Au mama ua noa.